All right, Mr. B, Mr. Spaceman. Um, I wanted to show you a couple of things. I think I have an issue that you could probably fix, but we'll talk about it. So I made some spacers to go inside the tube to separate the magnets, and I figured out I could put two magnets, spacer, two magnets, then automatic spacer, two magnets, spacer, two magnets. You know, the only issue I'm having though, once I put this thing together, is these rollers are too small. There's about a good quarter inch, maybe 3/16 play. And I know you had mentioned you wanted to um, put some like rubber, I don't know, sleeves on there, which would work. Oh, you know what? I was just thinking an inner tube going right over the top of this won't sit down in there. It'll go straight across, which would really work to fill in the gap. But they are too small, at least for my setup, the way I printed. And so I could fix it in one of two ways. I could put something on there to fill that 3/16 gap, or I could shave down a 16th in three, like here, here, and here, just on this edge here. I can shave off, I can grind off a 16th, and that would shrink the ring. And if I do it in three spots, it should shrink it evenly, I think. But let me put it together and show you what I mean as far as the gap's concerned. All right, hold tight. All right, so I know this is not definitive because it's not fully put together, but as you can see, there's a huge gap here. You know, that gap's probably about, yeah, it's just a huge gap. Oops, sorry. So let me put it fully together and see if that gap closes. All right, my friend. Oops. So I have it together. Partially, I don't have it zipped down, but it is all snapped together snug. And as you can see, I mean, it rides on the top bearing so that it shouldn't be an issue, and it rides really nice, but it's really not, oops, it's really not, there's a little bit too much play. I hope this is even in frame because I'm trying to do this. All right. So yeah, so the ring is completely snapped together. There's no magnets in it, obviously, but there is too much play. And so because these are so easy to print, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to shave down a 16th and see if that'll work. And I will get back to you on that. Oh, and I wanted to show you one other thing too. I really liked the way the 3-section main body came out instead of the solid piece. So I made one solid, and then I made one with the I guess it's the 3 parts. And yeah, I think it's I think it's just a better design. I think it's more sturdy, even though one piece will always be more sturdy. This one just seems to be a little bit better. Anyway, let me shave down the edge of the tube there and put it back together and see what that does. Well, my friend, I shaved it down and it didn't seem to make any difference. I think the amount that I shaved it down really didn't make a difference. And there is at least a quarter inch. But I'm starting to think that that really might not make a difference. Because it is riding on the 2 top coils. And it's riding nicely on there. I mean, as you can see, that thing is smooth as ice. So I'm thinking it may not really matter, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to print out a new set. I'm still going to try this, but I'm also going to print out a new set of ring components and then shorten them by a couple of millimeters each. I can do that in Cura. I can't do that with the rollers because that'll also shrink the slot where the bearings are going. So unless you want to make me 3 new rollers that are a little bit bigger, I would say, you know, an 1/8 inch bigger or a 16th inch bigger all the way around. I'm gonna go for it. I can't really see how much. Oops, the stand is temporary. I didn't. Hold on a second. There we go. I have some temporary screws in there. I can't really see how much of a gap there is in there. I suppose I could take it apart and measure it, but then when I take it apart, the gap is a little bit bigger, so that's not a really good measurement. I don't know. Give it some thought. I'm gonna try to slap this thing together, put the coils from that beast on there, that guy right there, and slide him on here and see if I can't get it going. I'm probably going to do that tomorrow, though. Ciao.